Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for this time next year. Someone asked me to do these readings, so we're doing them. You have this witch card. It says magic and curse. You have this peacock. It says pregnancy and wealth on it. So this set of readings has surprised me. Well, actually, I would say all of the 2025 readings that I've done so far have kind of surprised me as far as finances are concerned. And you have this pregnancy and wealth card, so you could be like pregnant with an idea that could bring in some wealth, or you could literally be pregnant. Take it how it resonates. But again, I think that these readings have really been kind of just surprising as far as finances are concerned, and, yours is definitely no exception. You start with the Strength card, the Two of Wands, and the Page of Swords. The Strength, I feel like you have been very patient with the Strength card. I feel like the Strength card is almost like you waiting. It's almost like you're waiting for something, Aries. Or, that's really the only message that I'm getting on the Strength card. It's almost like you have been doing something to become strong, right? But you're waiting for the result. It's almost like you're asking yourself, like, how much more work do I have to do to get the result that I'm waiting for? But I'm seeing this as like work. It could be work that you've done on yourself or in business or whatever. But I do see a lot of, kind of strength building that you've been doing with this Strength card. And the good news is we go over to the Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. So, I would say that your reward is here, Aries. You have the Two of Wands. This could be the thing that will push you over the edge. Right here is what I'm getting. The Two of Wands is about really taking the lead, and he's also in his comfort zone. So he needs to leave his comfort zone. This right down here is his village, and he's standing at the top of the castle. And the thing about the Two of Wands, or the story of the Two of Wands, is that he feels like he's experienced everything that there is to experience. And so he thinks he knows everything, but really, if he were to get out into the world, he would have some new experiences. So if you have been like trying to grow something, or yourself, or your business, or your relationship, or whatever it is with that Strength card, the Two of Wands says exploring new places. It could be literally, but could also be figurative. You could be learning new skills or learning new things, educating yourself, going on adventures, all those things. Doing that will cause expansion. But the Two of Wands, we have to take the lead, and we have to get out of a comfort zone to make that happen. You have the Page of Swords. Some of you are spying on someone. We go up 3 cups to the Ten of Pentacles here, Aries. Obviously, if this doesn't resonate, that part isn't for you, but I feel some of you are spying on a person. It's like you're wondering, I see this in my head as you wondering if this person has someone or not, and I don't think so. You have the Ace of Cups to the Ace of Pentacles, so, someone that you're interested in, Aries. Not calling you out, but I totally am. I would go for it. This might only, that part might only be for one of you, but, there you go. So that was like 19 cards that I just grabbed, so we're going to, do I have, no, I don't. But anyway, let's see. With the Strength card, you have the Two of Wands. Again, yes, literally exactly what I was saying is that you have to take the lead to get out of this position. I feel like you have to, it's like you're pushing yourself over the edge. I think those are the words I used the first time we talked about the Two of Wands or something like that. And so I think that will help you break out of this, kind of strength thing. It's almost like if you were a bodybuilder, right? And let's say you wanted to be a professional bodybuilder. At a certain point, you have to go out on stage. And I feel like that's what I'm trying to say here. It's like maybe your comfort zone is the gym, right? But at a certain point, you have to put yourself on display. And I feel like this is saying you've done enough work to put yourself on display. Obviously, I'm not talking about the gym. It could be any area of your life. But that's what this reading is encouraging, really. With the Two of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands, yes. So quick success if you put yourself out there. That's really what this reading is. It's like saying you've done all this work, like in the gym, quote unquote, but now it's time to reveal the changes, or it's time to reveal your skills. With the Page of Swords, you have the Four of Cups. I love this Four of Cups because there are 3 cups pouring into this one big cup. This is from the White Sage Tarot. So again, I feel like this could be one person who is going to pour into you. You even have the Ace of Cups next, but it's funny that we have the 3 of Cups, and then these 3 cups are pouring into this one cup. So maybe you have your eye on a person. It could be the other person has their eye on you, Aries. And I feel like this person is really a giver based off of that 4 of Cups. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you this time next year, you have this Parrot Spirit says, watch your words, definitely. You have the Swan Spirit says, time for a deep dive. One thing I will say is that I think we are in a time of heightened manifestation. We're getting, in 2025, we're getting very close to the end of Neptune and Pisces. Neptune moves into Aries at the end of 2025, like the beginning of 2026. And, really, we're not going to feel the energy until, like, probably the beginning of 2026 because it's a big, slow-moving planet and it's very far away. But what I would say is that Neptune and Pisces energy could be very good for manifestation or, doing things to manifest. And I would say watch your words. The time for a deep dive card, it's pretty crazy because a lot of people have been getting these messages at the end of 2024 that we really need to be fully committed to things that we care about, that we want to work on. We can't just like dip our toes in the water. So I feel like the Swan Spirit is saying anything that you want to work on or create or do or be or have, like make that full commitment. And that's where the success will come from. You have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. The Ace of Cups could be a big love offer coming in for you. I do feel like there's some sort of big opportunity coming in for you. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups is your emotions overflowing, being very happy. So whatever this opportunity is, could be something that will make you very happy and will cause your emotions to overflow. So this could be a big opportunity. I kind of feel if you are looking for love, that you could meet this person in socializing or in public with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is like a big celebration. These three women are normally celebrating this harvest that is happening around them. And you go up to the Ten of Pentacles. So for those of you that, again, have been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, there could be a big result for something that you're doing. So if you're putting something on display here with the Three of Cups, or if you are sharing a project, or if you're like asking for a raise or promotion, the Ten of Pentacles could definitely be a big result, or it could be you finally getting a result for the work that you've done. I also, like I said, I definitely feel this could be love. Like I have a story popping into my head where some of you maybe have your eye on a person, or it could be vice versa. So take it how it resonates. But I feel like someone has an eye on someone here, and it's like they're wondering if the other person is single or not. Because it's almost like you have your eye on a person where you're like, how could they be single? But I do, if you are wondering that, Aries, I feel like this person is single, whoever this person is. It could be an Aquarius for some of you. I have Aquarius popping into my head here. You have the Magician. You have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with. The Ten of Swords is also usually a blessing in disguise. But we have two new beginning cards coming up here. We have the Magician, which says you need to have a new beginning, and he's literally pointing to the Fool. So this says that there's some sort of new beginning, and you have the Ace of Pentacles here. So, something could be coming to an end, but it's like leading to a new beginning. Like I'm literally getting that this is an ending that you don't even have to worry about. So, again, some of you, this could be like some sort of ending that you're experiencing in like work or business, but I think it leads to a quick opportunity. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a deep commitment. Seven of Wands says when you know that something is going to be successful, that's when it will be successful. It's a card of conviction, like really, really believing that something can be successful in your life, or that something is successful. So I feel like the deeper you believe that you can be successful, the more likely it is that you will be successful, especially if this is like some sort of love commitment or a connection. With the Three of Cups, you have the World card. Yes, I definitely felt that on the Three of Cups, that you're going to be meeting someone like in public, or, it looks like a social event to me, or, some sort of get together or something like that with the Three of Cups. The World could represent travel. So for some of you, you could be meeting someone even on like social media or something like that. And it might require you to travel with the World card. So that's definitely popping into my head. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about being spoiled for choice and like needing to make a decision. And I definitely feel that with the Ten of Swords. This could be like in work or business. I feel sometimes with the Seven of Cups, we're kind of spread out in business. We might be doing a couple of different things, or in work, right? And the Seven of Cups with that Ten of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, aces are like focused, really, really focused on one thing. And you also have this time for a deep dive card, which is saying you really need to focus on like doing one thing, like one skill, or, one purpose, or one whatever. And I really see you doing like kind of maybe simplifying things in work or business, just so that you can be more focused, and this is going to lead to more money. So very good. Next, in the area messages from your future self, you have the surrender card and this approve card. Yeah, I feel like you need to approve of any changes that you feel like making. You have the magician. The magician is the card of reinvention, and I'm going to skip forward to the magician, even though it's the second card. He has this snake wrapped around his waist, and that snake is the Ouroboros. It just represents reinvention, and so he is reinventing himself, and he might be using different tools to be successful. It's like people don't really like change, for the most part, right? People don't like when you change for the most part. I think this is true for everyone. So if you are reinventing yourself, people might be like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you doing different things? Why are you changing, right? And so I think people could be asking that question. The other thing is that you could be using a different tool as well. The magician has mastery over all the suits. So maybe people look at you as being creative, but maybe really you want to use your logic with the Ace of Swords, And so I feel like this is saying, like, don't be afraid to use your different tools in work or business, or don't be afraid to do things differently in work or business, because, yeah, they're going to be the vocal minority that have something to say about it, but I would do it anyway because it's your life, and you are clearly, the changes you're making are creating more abundance. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life, but with the Ten of Pentacles, we have to focus on everything we want and desire in our lives. Ten of Pentacles is about building, leaving a legacy, and so this is something that we will work on for the rest of our lives, but we have to we really have to make sure that we can that we do create this, and because with the Ten of Pentacles, we are kind of creating our own reality, and that's exactly what I would do with that card. You have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about planting seeds in a direction. So with the Six of Pentacles, we have to plant seeds and basically make them grow. So we have to get started. I feel for a lot of you that you've been thinking about moving in a different direction, because Magician to the Fool really is thinking about a new beginning, and also Magician to the Ace of Pentacles. It's like, I think some of you have been, it's almost like some of you right now are thinking about having a new beginning, or you're thinking about changes that you could make in work or business. And the Ace of Pentacles, I really feel is going to be like the icing on the cake. I think it's going to be like an opportunity that gets presented to you for you to make a change. So it's like you're getting an opportunity for the change that you've already been thinking about. And the Six of Pentacles, all we have to do is take tiny little steps towards whatever it is that we're working towards, and that's all we need to do is give something a little bit of energy to get those the scales that he's holding on to tilt in our favor. And if we do that, then whatever we're hoping to grow will grow. So that looks pretty good. Let's see. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Strength card again. So you've definitely, I feel like you've proven yourself, which I kind of said that at the beginning of the reading. It's almost like you have proven yourself in the gym. But now it's time to get out of the gym, and it's time to put something into practice for real. It's time to step onto the stage here, Aries, and it's time to, kind of use your skills with the Magician. Like I said, people are going to have something to say about it, but, I wouldn't even worry about it. It's like anytime like I've said before, I'm convinced you can hand out $100 bills on the street and someone's going to complain about it. So, it's like you can't please everyone. And I really feel this energy with the Three of Cups of, needing, please the right people. Make sure you're pleasing the people that support you, and that's all you have to worry about. With the Magician, you have the Five of Pentacles. Definitely focus on your strengths, The Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. I always say the fives have very easy solutions, and the solution to the Five of Pentacles is to not call attention to your weaknesses, but to focus on your strengths. I'm wondering if some of you have hidden a strength, which happens sometimes. It's like, I think sometimes we, get sucked into a job or a business because it's the only thing we can do at the moment, right? And then once you get like sucked into something like that, people, and if you're a hard worker, which you probably are, it's like people think that you're really good at something that you don't want to be doing, and then it becomes part of your identity. And I see this here as you wanting to like more follow your heart because of the Ace of Cups, and it's like you don't want, I feel like you don't want something to be part of your identity anymore. The Magician is definitely a card of changing your identity. And I'm not saying you're gonna change your name and escape to a foreign country and disappear, but what I am saying is that I feel like some of you don't want something to be part of who you are anymore. It's like you're making a change. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords can represent a separation or sadness. I do feel some of you could be making an ex-sad here with the Page of Swords, but I mean, again, we can't control how other people feel, so, I feel like some of you are just moving past it if you're dealing with that. The Three of Swords is also a card of forgiveness. A lot of people have had cards of forgiveness in this set of readings, so it could just be a good time to forgive the past and move on. Next, you have this To Be Fair card and this Community card. This is coming up in the good stuff for this time next year. And the To Be Fair card is basically like the Justice card. Can represent receiving justice or creating karmic balance in your life. The Community card makes perfect sense with that Three of Cups in the world. Three of Cups with the world is very powerful community energy, so there could be a lot of benefits from your community, or there could be a lot of support coming from your community as well. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Fool. The Ace of Pentacles is like a big opportunity that could be being presented to you. I feel like this is like one final push that you need to do something. It's almost like you've been thinking about doing something already. Like maybe you've already been thinking about changing your job, or maybe you've already been thinking about changing your business. And it's like, I see this as, if it's a job, for example, it's like there's maybe one of your friends is like, hey, my boss is hiring. Like you should take that as a clue to go get something else. Like it's almost like something happens that pulls you away, or that helps you make the decision that you've been thinking about making in the first place. Same thing in love as well. It's like, I feel like some of you could be getting such a good opportunity that it makes you completely forget about the past, right? With that Three of Swords. So again, it's almost like that push that you need, I think, is what I said earlier. You have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is about seeing things clearly. The Queen of Swords sees things clearly for the first time. She only has clouds halfway up her body on this card, and she sees things clearly for the first time. And so I feel for a lot of you that you are kind of seeing your future a little bit more clearly. And I love that she's coming up in the future position here. She has her back to everything in the past. So it says that she's much more like future focused, and she's not letting her past define her present position. And so I feel this is just a good position of focus for you. You have the Fool. I feel like you will take the risk on whatever this Ace of Pentacles is. I feel this is you taking a leap of faith towards something you want. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Tower, which would be good in the good stuff, not bad. So this would say that you are embracing a new reality, which I actually love that is coming up after the Magician as well. It's like, obviously, if you're reinventing yourself, you're hoping to step into a new energy. The Tower is all about reality. And again, coming up in the good stuff, it would say you're embracing a new reality. Like I said, it's almost like, I don't really feel like this is something that saves the day, the Ace of Pentacles, but I do feel it's something that you're really going to like because, like I said, it's like you've been thinking about doing something, and then here's the opportunity. You're like, oh, yes, I will take that opportunity because I've already been thinking about making this change, right? So, love it. It could cause a Tower moment for other people, but, for you, it looks good. With the Queen of Swords, you have the King of Wands. And I really, this is going to sound lame, but I really just feel like this is a clue for me as a reader that the Queen of Swords is you in the reading because the King of Wands is your card in the tarot. With the Fool, you have the Fool. So the Fool twice right here, and this would definitely say that there's some sort of powerful new beginning or a change that's coming in for you just in general, and so that looks good. You have this Owl card that says, good advice from a wise person. I would make sure that you're taking positive advice. I always tell people always ask me, like, who do you take it, how do you know who to take advice from? I'm like, there are two places that advice comes from: fear and love, right? So if someone is giving you fearful advice, it's probably not good advice to take. It's like no one who has ever told me not to do something has been good advice for the most part, unless it was when I was like a child and someone told me not to do something clearly stupid. But I'm talking about as an adult. Every single person who has told me not to start a business has never had a business in their life, right? And so everyone who told me that business was risky when I was younger, which was true, because I did have a big business failure when I was younger, but, I also created another business, very successful, so, don't have to worry about that. Now I have multiple businesses, very successful. Everyone who told me that I could only have one business and I couldn't have multiple businesses was wrong. So, again, I think the life lessons that I've learned is to only listen to yourself. If something feels right to you, and if you feel like you can do something, just do it. But I feel also, again, the good advice has come from the people who had advice of love, like supportive advice or good advice. You have this cat. It says a two-faced friend. Yeah, I would. There is like a little weirdness going on in 2025 with people. I really think it's Mars retrograde in Leo. At the end of this year, 2024, Mars will go retrograde in Leo. I would just be careful if you get a weird vibe from a person. Trust it. You have this Turkey spirit says someone is behaving stupidly. You have this July card. So it could be a Leo or a Cancer that you happen to know that is behaving stupidly, or it could be in the month of July. You might want to pay attention. You have this rabbit. It says too much concern with sexual matters. Past person. I feel like some of you are letting go of a past person, and that could be who you're creating a tower for. It's like sometimes, it's like I think maybe you've already broken up with this person, by the way, but there could be a person who's still spying on you and still holding on to you, and that tower could be with a Ace of Pentacles, could be you meeting a person, and the other person is surprised to find out. But I think they're too concerned with sexual matters. You have this mountain says major obstacle to overcome. I feel like you are overcoming a major obstacle. Again, you have that tower and the good stuff. The tower would be you coming down to reality, seeing reality for what it is, and overcoming an obstacle. So I kind of feel good about that card. But pretty good reading here, Aries. I like it. Definitely a new beginning. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.